All right, well, hello there. Christopher Scott here, coming to you with another small group ministry tip. And I'm going to give you a facilitator tip today and talk to you about how to prepare to facilitate a small group discussion, right? So one of the things I really work hard as a small groups pastor is to help our facilitators learn what it means to prepare to facilitate a small group discussion. When you lead a small group Bible study or maybe a topical DVD study, you want to plan about 2 to 3 hours each week to prepare for your small group, right? Try to set aside those 2 to 3 hours each week to prepare and get ready. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you prepare to facilitate a small group discussion. So first, I want to talk to you, how do you prepare to facilitate a small group discussion using a Bible study guide? So maybe you're using the Wiersbe Bible Study Guides, are some great guides I encourage our groups to use. And so let's talk about how you're going to want to prepare to facilitate a discussion if you're using a Bible study guide such as the Wiersbe Bible Study Guide. So the first thing you want to do is pray. You want to pray for your group and the people that are going to be coming. Pray for what you're going to be studying. Pray that you will help people grow in their faith, right? So that's the first thing you should do, and something you should do throughout your time as a small group facilitator is pray, okay? Second thing you want to do is you want to read the passage a few times, right? So read the passage a few times quickly and go through it. So let's say you're in this one, lesson 8 as relationships, John 15:1 through 16:16. So I would encourage you, have your Bible nearby you most of the time and try to read that chapter and a half when you wake up in the morning. Take your Bible to work with you and read it while you're on your lunch break. Read it before you go to bed. Play that chapter on your phone so you can listen to it while you drive, maybe on your way to work, right? So just start to read the passage, listen to it a few times, and just get a general overview of what's going on, what are the major themes, what's kind of the big idea, what are some things you're maybe intrigued by or don't quite understand. Just get familiar with the passage. Then next you want to read a good commentary on the passage, or maybe look up some notes in a good study Bible, right? So one of the reasons I like to use the Wiersbe Bible Study Guides is because they come with a great commentary that helps the facilitator have some good background information on the passage, has a little context of the passage, gives some good theology tips on the passage, and some ideas for application, right? So that's what you want to do as a third step as you prepare to facilitate a small group Bible study, is you want to simply read a good commentary or read some notes in a study Bible and get some thoughts going and a little bit of study time there. Then lastly, the fourth thing you want to do as you prepare to facilitate a Bible study small group is you want to answer the questions in the Bible study guide, right? Chuck Swindoll teaches that thoughts disentangle themselves over the lips and through fingertips, okay? And that's what you want to do as a facilitator. This is my guide here, and you can see all my highlights and notes that I had as I worked through this in our New Believers group and took them through this book of the Bible. Spend some time and write out your thoughts on the passage and the questions there, right? Don't worry about correct grammar, punctuation, anything like that. Just write out whatever you believe your answers are. And if you're not sure how to answer a question, just move on. And when you come to that question in the group, ask them to give you their thoughts, okay? So that's how you want to prepare to facilitate a small group Bible study using a Bible study guide. You want to pray, first of all. Second, you want to read the passage a few times quickly. Third, you want to read a good commentary on the passage or good study notes in a good study Bible. And the fourth, you want to take some time to answer the questions on your own before coming to the group. But let's say you don't do verse-by-verse Bible study guides. Maybe you like to do topical DVD studies, right? So our church likes to use the Chip Ingram Living on the Edge topical DVD studies. They are great resources, great materials for small group discussion. So here's 5 things you want to do as you facilitate a small group using a topical DVD-based study, okay? So first thing you want to do is pray, obviously. Pray for your group, what they're learning, how they're growing, and what they're going to study. Next, you want to watch the DVD session, right? And what I like to do, this is a study I just took one of our groups through over the summer called Holy Ambition. It's 7 sessions, 7 DVD teaching sessions. So I sat down before we ever started the group and I watched all 7 sessions in a row and filled out the fill in the blanks. And then the night of our small group that we met, I rewatched that session, right? So that's what you want to do. Watch the DVDs, get kind of a broad overview of the whole study first, and then go back and rewatch each DVD within a day or two so you're really familiar and ready to lead a discussion, right? So first you want to pray. Second, you want to watch the DVDs. Third, you want to watch the coaching videos, right? One of the reasons I really like the Living on the Edge materials produced and created by Chip Ingram is that they often come with some good coaching videos, sometimes on the DVD itself, sometimes online, but they have some good coaching videos that help you as a facilitator facilitate a good discussion. The fourth thing you want to do if you're using a topical DVD study is you want to review the passages for discussion in a good study Bible or commentary, right? So here it says, in your group, read Nehemiah 2:11 through 16, right? So you want to read that, obviously on your own in a good Bible, but maybe look up some good study notes. Who was Nehemiah? When was he writing? Who was her? Who was she, Nehemiah? Well, no, it was a he, but you need to know that as a facilitator. It was a guy that returned during the time of exile under Persia to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. You need to have a little context, and reading the passage in your own paper Bible and maybe looking it up in a good study Bible or commentary will help you have some of that background information. And then lastly, the fifth thing you want to do as you prepare to facilitate a topical study is you want to review the session notes in the back of the study guide. So again, another reason I really like the Living on the Edge materials from Chip Ingram is they come with session notes. Right here you can see in each session they'll give you 5 to 10 bullet points just on tips for facilitating that week's discussion, right? So they'll kind of give you a little heads up on this, or beware when you ask this question, people might struggle with this, or it's a 7-session DVD. So when you're at week 5, they'll remind you, hey, make sure you pick your next DVDs that you want to talk about, your next study, get those books ordered and get it going, right? So it's really good coaching for small group facilitators to help you. So that's what you want to do. The fifth element is you want to review the session notes provided in the back. So as you prepare to facilitate a topical DVD study, you want to pray, obviously. You want to watch the DVDs. You want to watch the coaching videos if they're available. You want to review the passages in a good Bible, study Bible, and commentary. And then you want to review the session notes in the back, okay? And there's a couple other elements you want to make sure of. If you're using a DVD, you want to make sure you test your DVD player. These are some other facilitator tips I didn't have in there that I think are really good. You want to test your DVD player about a month before the group begins. You want to make sure you have the correct study guides and the correct DVD, right? Make sure they match and they go together. Make sure your TV is formatted so that the notes come up on the bottom, and make sure you have sound on your TV, basic things like that. So you just want to make sure about a month before the group happens, you have the correct DVD, the correct study guides, enough study guides, make sure the notes show up, because those are some things you can troubleshoot if you need to, but you don't want to wait till the day of or the night before to troubleshoot those things. So I hope this helps you as you learn what it means to prepare as a small group facilitator, whether you're doing a verse-by-verse Bible study or doing more of a topical DVD study. Those are two different ways you can prepare to lead those groups. And while I say, it might mean you need to spend 2 to 3 hours each week in preparation for a small group, that's a reality if you really want to do a good job and really take a leadership role in helping people grow in their faith. But if that's difficult for you and you're really strapped on time, I'd like to encourage you. Maybe you want to make some of your preparation time for your small group part of your daily quiet time with God. Maybe you have 20 minutes of devotional time every morning with God. You might want to make some of that preparation time for your small group part of your devotional time. Maybe you decide to read the passage during your devotional time, or you're going to answer, one question every morning as part of your devotional time with God. And you can kind of combine your devotional time and your prep time if you're really struggling to find those 2 to 3 hours each week to prepare. So my name's Christopher Scott. I hope this was a helpful video for you as you facilitate a small group discussion. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe up there and get updates on future videos. I got a bunch of other small group facilitator tips in a playlist right there. If you want to learn to use the Wiersbe Bible Study Guides in your small group, I got some how-to videos over there. Or if you want to learn to use the Chip Ingram topical studies in your group, I got some videos over there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to catch you again soon in another video.